Hi y'all, thanks for stopping by to check out my Saturday morning makes video for Saturday, February 21st, 2026. And again, as I said, it is for Saturday morning makes. If you are not familiar with that, I will leave some information in the description box below. It was started by our wonderful and fabulous Jill Norwood, and I will leave a link to her channel as well. She did start it during COVID, where everybody was home and that we could all create art and share it together. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started. I made 2 cards, and then I have another page to show you in my All About Me, my Turning 55 journal. So anyhow, these are the cards that I made, and I did use some distress inks, and I will show you those. And I used the Anna White bird die again. So I'm going to go ahead and set these aside, and I will show you the products that I used. I did use these, the satin gold sequins confetti, and it's by This Calls for Confetti. This is what they look like. And yes, I did accidentally stick some pink ones in there, but it's okay. And then I used this bird die right here. It is by Impression Obsession, which is no longer in business. I did order this off or get this from a D-Stash die. It is die 49K Spring Bird if you are looking on our resale site or eBay for it. And it is by our own wonderful and fabulous Anna White. And these are the pieces that come in the die. So I used the bird, the wing, and the feet. I did not use this piece. And then I also used by Anna White and Sweet Miss Daisy Designs, this which is called Received Ledger. I used this in the background and for the little doily that the bird is on. And then I did use this set of dies. I used the smallest doily. This is from my stash. I do not remember. This could be a Gina Marie die. I don't know exactly where this came from. And then I used several colors of Distress Spray Stain. So these are just a few of the things I used. The Salvage Patina in the Distress Spritz, the Distress Spray Stain in Mowed Lawn, and the Distress Spray Stain in Cracked Pistachio were just a few of the ones that I used. And then I did use my Starry Nights Gold Shimmer Spray. And then I also used this, which says it's Lindy's Glitz Spritz, but I have added water and a powder that I have and made my own spritz in here. So, oh, and then I did forget that I used these. I used the black little flat back pearl for the eyes, and then I also used my Tim Holtz distressing tool. So let's go ahead and get started with the first card. As I look for my pointer, what did I do with it? There it is. Okay, so we have, oh, and I did use one other thing. I'm sorry, I'm not prepared. I did use this. It is a stamp set by Christina Warner and Concord 9th. And it is called You Are the Best. And I did use this great big one right here that says, Hello Friend. And it says Christina Warner with Concord and 9th. So that was the other thing that I used. So I first of all cut my water panel with my Waffle Flower A2 layering dies, I believe is what they're called, and I did purchase those from Simon Says Stamp, and my nails are matching these springtime cards. And then I did spritzing of the Distress Spray Stains, and I dipped my paper into them. And then if you watch one of my previous videos, I show a floral paper pad, one that I got at Hobby Lobby and one that I ordered from Anna White with the chippy stamp. And those are both previous videos. If I remember, I will link them in the description box below. So I cut the bird and I cut the wing and the little feet. And then here is where I used the ledger. And I also stamped it on this little circle doily die. And then I added the gold little sequins, and then I stamped Hello Friend directly onto the card and heat embossed it. So that is the first one that I made. I also made this one with the blue bird and the yellow wing and did more of the blues and greens. And then for the background on this one, I took faded jeans and ran it across the cardstock and made my own coordinating cardstock. So there's that card. And then I made several other birds, and I'll just show you those right now. So first of all, we have this one. This is paper from Anna White's Ditzy Florals. This was from my stash. And then we have this one, which was paper from the flowered patterned paper that I showed from Hobby Lobby, and this color wing. And then we have this pink one, and this was a piece I had done earlier with some spritzing. And then this is from the flower paper pack from Hobby Lobby. And then this one is again from Anna's Paper Pad Ditzy Florals. And her paper comes loose. It is not a paper pad. I do apologize about that. But as you can see, this is on the back and this is on the back. So her papers are double-sided. So those are the rest of the birds that I made. I'm going to probably make some more cards just like this. I am participating along with Nancy May in a group that we have going on, and we are going to be doing again our ATCs in April. So I think I will send these cards along with my ATCs because it is bunnies and spring, and I think these cards really just say spring to me. So anyways, the other thing that I wanted to show you today was, and I did show a video on the first page, this is my All About Me journal. I am turning 55 this year. Yes, that's scary to say, but this was the first page that I shared, and I'll try and leave a link to that video in the description box. And then this is the second page. I did use a KS Craft die, and I did not pull that out to make the little pocket. And then I also used, let's see here, I think it was just this one. We have this, which is Simple Stories, Take Note, and there's where I used that little hay. And then I also used the little hay there down at the bottom. So I did use those two stickers. And then let's see. Let's go ahead and get into the rest. So I made a pocket. This is some of the ephemera pieces. I stamped 55 right there. And this is me. And then this is me also on this one here. I was at Walmart trying on the jacket to see which size I needed before I purchased it. And then before I closed the little pocket, I did put a strip of paper right here so that this piece would have something to use as a stopper and it wouldn't slide all the way down to the bottom. And then I used this Little Moments and tucked the butterfly behind. I did do stitching, but you can't see it with pink. And this was from a dress that I ordered off of Temu, and it did not fit at all. So I did cut most of the eyelet lace off, and then I wrapped the gold thread around, which I happen to have right here. I've been using a lot of this lately. And then I found this flower in my stash, and I used this gold heart sticker and this gold button sticker, or center of the flower. And then I also did some gold bling. And then when I put the pocket down, I only put tape up about 3/4 of the way. And then I did this piece with another sticker. This way I could add more journaling if I wanted. So anyways, this is what I have for you today. I did use some pink, I think it's pink washi with gold dots, and this was a journaling card from the collection, and this was a little piece from the collection. And I did use a Tim Holtz paper clip right there, and that collection would be this one, the Take Note by Simple Stories. So anyways, again, I will try and leave those collections, or excuse me, the description about Saturday Morning Makes and a link to some of the videos. I'm sorry, words are hard this evening for me. So anyways, I just wanted to say thank you all so much for stopping by. And don't forget that I am trying to reach 700 subscribers by the end of May. And you never know what will happen when we get to that magic number. And so I just want to say thank you so much to the new subscribers that I have. Thank you so much for stopping by. I will talk to y'all later. Have a great afternoon or evening. Bye.